Okay. Now, even though I'm about to talk about Bluetooth, what I want to do is actually group this under a very large heading. Okay, so Bluetooth is my first one, but a lot of the next ones I'm going to mention come under the heading of radio. Okay, Bluetooth is the first kind of radio, right? Now, when you talk about Bluetooth, what kind of things characterize it? What's it usually for? What's it usually for? What kinds of devices do you connect together with Bluetooth? Phones? You might connect your keyboard or mouse to your computer by Bluetooth. So in that case, we would say peripherals. Okay, good. So phones, they often connect to, one of the most common things they connect to apart from each other is cars, right? So a hands-free system. Oh, you mean, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So the microphone? Those things look really dorky, but I suppose they're useful. Again, I suppose you could put that under the category of peripherals, right? They're sort of like a side thing you can plug in. Okay. Now, Bluetooth. Bluetooth is the common name, right? But actually, it has another name, a more specific name, which is going to lead me into discussing another kind of radio technology. So, the real technical name for Bluetooth is IEEE 802.15. This is the real name for Bluetooth, except it's a bit of a mouthful, and like the marketing guys were like, how can I market this? How can I put this in a TV advertisement and it sounds cool? It doesn't really. So what we'll do is we'll take apart this name, and then it'll lead us into another technology, which you're probably already thinking of. Okay. So, what do each of these bits mean? IEEE stands for group of people. Does anyone know who it stands for? IEEE. Someone say a class here. It stands for, I think, Institute. Whoa, this new software is, I'm really bad at it. Institute of, now, I have to be a little careful here. There's 3 E's, right? I know what the last one stands for, and I know what one of the E's stands for, but I'm not sure what the second E stands for. I think it's Institute of Electrical. Let's see how well my memory goes, and then we'll test it in a second. Electrical and, yeah, I think it's electronic, but that doesn't seem right to me. Engineers.
Correct.
Is it?
I think it's electronics.
Oh, electronics. Okay. Okay, so what is this? It's a bunch of really smart people, and it's to do with engineering, particularly stuff that involves electrical systems, right? But these guys are sort of they're an international organization, and they have to do with defining standards or protocols, if you like. Things that everyone needs to agree on so that lots and lots of different people can use it, okay? Now, you're familiar with the work of this group, even if you don't think about it very much, because you actually use their standards all the time, okay? Even though you might not know the name. So, for instance, let me give you another standard, which you probably use every day, namely IEEE 260. I think it's 260. Yeah, IEEE 260. 260 is a set of standards made up by these guys to do with units of measurement. So, you know, when you write kg, okay, you can assume it means kilogram. And when you read kg, you can assume it means kilogram. And the reason why is because these guys said, yeah, this is the one that's going to be the one which we use all over the world. Now you might think, well, what else would you use? I mean, kilo, gram, kg, right? Well, the thing is, that's in English, isn't it, right? And this is an international unit of measurement, okay? And little things like, say, you know, liter is a capital L, and so milliliter is a little l, little m, and a big L. Things like that are decided by this organization, okay? So anyway, that was a side note. IEEE 802.15. Okay, so what do these bits refer to? Let me come back to red. Okay, so 802. 802 actually refers to all kinds of wireless communication. Wireless More specifically, it talks about the wireless communications that have to do with variable data packet size, but that's not that big a deal for you guys. All I want to get across is 802, all of the IEEE 802 blah, 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 they're all to do with different kinds of wireless communications. And because there's so many, that's why there's another number on the end. Okay. Lastly, 15 refers to a particular group, a committee, within the IEEE that decided all of the standards to do with Bluetooth. Okay, so group 15, if you like. That's a bit arbitrary. It's sort of just in order of actually, both of these numbers are arbitrary. It's just the order they turned up in, which is why 260 is so much earlier, because it was so much more fundamental and old. It's not as recent as 802.15. Okay.